What is a keyframe drawing and why is it important in animation? Hey guys, RJ here, self-taught animator behind Studio De Laron, a channel dedicated to sharing with you everything I'm learning about animation and digital art. In today's video, I'll be walking you through the process of creating keyframe drawings from references for my animation. First, we will define what a keyframe drawing is and why is it important in animation. And then I'm going to show you a sneak preview of the current animated short film I'm working on, Terms of Employment. So, let's get started. In the classic book Animator Survival Kit, keyframe drawings or keys are defined as the storytelling drawings. These are the drawings that show what's happening in the shot. In this hammer swing animation I did, the keys for this shot are the starting position and the ending position when the hammer hits the ground. With these two drawings, we can definitely define what happened in this shot. From the idle position, to him squashing that subscribe button so that he could see more of my videos in the future. Storytime animation make the best out of these keyframe drawings because for the majority of the shots on their animations, you will only see mostly key drawings with minimal drawings in between. It really works for that kind of animation because the star of the show is actually the story being told. Now going back to the book Animator Survival Kit, at page 64 there was a great example of what the key is all about. It's showing a man walking and then picking up a chalk and writing on the board. You see, when we see these drawings, we can clearly define what he is about to do in the animation. Keyframe drawings therefore define what is happening in the shot. Therefore, in animation, it plays a very important role in the story. So today, I'm going to show you a quick demo of how I create keyframe drawings for my animated short film using some references. So here in Toon Boom Harmony, which is where I'll be doing my keyframe animation, I'm showing you a shot where I already completed the background and the foreground. As you can see, I took a video of myself acting out the script I was given, and the first keyframe drawing I'll be doing is this lazy, unimpressed shot which establishes the character's attitude in this scene. The character's script in this particular shot is him telling the sheriff, 3 bars, that's the price. I acted out exaggerated hand gesture for this shot to serve as my reference, and the second shot as he was saying 3 bars was him doing this hand gesture of 3. I made sure I captured the mouth shape of him saying the word 3 as this is the time I'll be introducing this keyframe drawing. It really helps if you have the voiceover file in your software to establish the rough timing of the keyframe drawing on the get-go. The next keyframe drawing is somewhat a copy of the first one as I'd like his hand to rest on the table after the first action he took. As he says, that's the price. I'd like him to tap the table with his hand still forming the gesture of 3 to emphasize the demand he is asking for the job he is taking. Technically, I can create one keyframe drawing here, but it would be really hard to tell if he was simply pointing on the table once or tapping on the table. So I created 2 more drawings where he raises his hand and then taps the table again. I'm going through my reference a lot for this to really establish the correctness of the pose I'm trying to recreate. The next keyframe drawing I did was him drawing back with his hand up to really emphasize the tapping he did on the table. This particular drawing may be considered as an extreme drawing, which really connects 2 keyframe drawings. Extreme drawing or breakdown drawings may not necessarily be just one drawing in between 2 keyframes. Sometimes it can be multiple breakdown drawings to really establish the action. The last keyframe I did was just the ending position, which is him resting his hand on the table. After establishing all the keyframe drawings in their respective positions in the timeline, I basically just added a quick color with some shadows to create a sense of tone for this animation. It also helps me see the character pop out from the grayscale background. For the sheriff, I created one keyframe drawing through this sequence signifying that he is working. I didn't want to show the sheriff doing anything elaborate during this shot because the star of the show for this particular shot is Arvian, who is doing all these actions. But I added one keyframe drawing after the sequence I did for the other character to signify that he was shocked by the demand the other character made for the job. This animation principle is called staging, where I am establishing the star of the show and making sure that the viewer is focused on the particular character that I am emphasizing in that particular shot. After creating all those keyframe drawings, we can now look at the finished keyframe animation for this shot. For the next shot, I used the reference given to me by the producer of this film, and it's a video reference of the voice actress of this character acting out the scene. I personally think that her acting is top-notch, and I really like how she was really into the character during this scene. I didn't have to guess on the actions this character is taking when he said the words, "The bounty is for two." I found the keyframe drawings from her video reference right away, and I simply copied those poses. Her expression really helped me establish the character's emotion during this scene, and I enjoyed drawing those emotions. The keyframe drawings for this shot started from the shock position from the previous scene, and he settled down a bit before pointing out with his fingers that the bounty was for two. I added a breakdown drawing in between to connect the two keyframes, and sometimes I do this especially when I am doing an animatic or storyboard. This is to ensure that I don't miss out on establishing the action being taken by the character during the scene. Keyframe drawings play an integral part of the storytelling in the overall animation. These key drawings are usually defined at the very start of production, as it is part of the thumbnails and storyboarding. I can even say, based on my own personal experience, that storyboards, when converted to an animatic, are basically keyframe drawings put together to create a keyframe animation. The rest of the drawings, such as the passing position, the breakdown drawing, and in-betweens that makes the animation go smoother, tend to not be as important in the storytelling process. As I learn more about the production of animated shows, movies, and short films, it's really fun to discover the behind the scenes of what makes a finished animation look really cool. So as this channel grows more and more, I'm excited to show you the discoveries I'll be making along the way of my own animated journey. I'll be ending the video right here, and for now, thank you for watching, and as always, keep on creating so you can make this world more beautiful with your imagination.